let us continue with our part 2 where we were learning about pisciculture of fish farming. So in the first part we saw that fish farming, that is making man-made ponds and rearing the seeds or the eggs of the fishes in different ponds and rearing different types of fishes. Now, why this all was started and why this became an important occupation now in recent time? Because there were some disadvantages in fishing in the open sea. As you can see in the picture, when these vessels or travelers, what we call as, when they used to go in the open sea, high risk of high waves were there. Then even when the nets were being kept in the when the nets were being thrown in the sea, along with the fishes, there were various types of different aquatic organisms, like plants were there, or other types of aquatic organisms which were being caught in the net. The net is to get torn out, and it is to become very difficult for a fisherman to separate all the things and maintain it. So to avoid all this risk and to save time, this fish farming or pond farming started taking place. Now because of this, what happened? Various types of fishes, okay, were being reared. Like fishes, like you can see various fishes which are shown, like pomfret is there, worm fish is there, roha fish is there, ravas, which is called as an Indian salmon, is there, columbi, prawns are there, and etc. Various types were being reared in this fish pond. So because of this, the fishermen started getting a better yield or a better profit, and only a specific type of fish rearing can be carried out. So pisciculture of fish farming in today's recent modern world has taken a very big stage. Okay, I hope you are clear till here. Yes. Now moving ahead with another type of allied activity or activity related with farming. This is sericulture. Now this exactly is not a occupation which we can call which is related with farming, but yet associated with the farmers. Now why it is associated with the farmers? Because the insect or the insect which has been used, or the insect which you can see on your screen, the silk moth, what we call the silk moth, which grows in a cocoon. From a cocoon you get this, and how from this cocoon a expensive thread is being made or is being woven. Okay, so sericulture means an activity or a occupation which is related with preparing or making of silk thread. So let us understand how this silk thread is being prepared and how it became in today's recent world one occupation. Silk thread is obtained from the cocoon of silk moth. As you can see in the picture, silk thread is obtained from silk moth, small white color small moth, and the silkworms, as you can see in the first picture. This silk thread are very fine and strong, and from this one can view soft silk cloth. So from the cocoon, the silk thread, you can see the thread in the last third picture, how the silk from this cocoon, how the silk, you can see the complete picture how silk is being made. If you go on the YouTube and if you type how silk is made, you will get various videos of how silk is being made, or silk thread, how it has been made, right from the cocoon to how the silk thread is being obtained. Now, getting silk thread from a cocoon and manufacturing silk cloth are independent occupation, two different occupation, not one, because keeping the silkworms and from the cocoon, the silkworms, they come, they grow on they eat the mulberry leaves, they are grown over there, they turn itself into cocoon, and from the cocoon, getting a silk thread is another part. Okay, so these are two different activities which are being thread. Then from the silk thread, weaving the thread into a cloth is again another activity which goes into handloom and power looms and all. So these are independent occupations, separate independent occupation, and they are not included in agriculture. Different organizations supply silk moth eggs to the farmers. Leaves of mulberry trees are the main food of the silkworm. Once planted, the mulberry tree survives for a period of 15 years. So see, once that mulberry tree plant has been planted by a farmer, for nearly 15 years, the farmer don't have to plant that tree again. He only has to take proper care of that plant by providing proper fertilizers, proper amount of water, and from this mulberry trees, these mulberry leaves are being sold or to the people who are involved in making the silk thread, or even the fruits of the mulberry trees are also being sold in the market. So let us see the various pictures. This is the picture of the mulberry fruit which you eat. You get jams and syrups from this. So how you can see the silk moth, okay, the caterpillar, what you can call, how it is eating the mulberry leaves. It survives itself on the mulberry leaves. From the silk moth, you get the silk, the cocoon which it turns into a cocoon. That is, it starts weaving a thread around itself and it turns into a white shell cocoon. Okay, then this silk threads, as you can see, various colorful threads are there. The threads are then woven or they are woven into silk cloth, and even silk different materials. You can see the bangles and the ornaments which are made, purses which are made, various articles are made from the silk thread. So these are all independent occupation, but which has been born from one silk thread. Okay, and to make this silk thread, what is important? Silk moth, the caterpillar or the insect which lives on the mulberry leaves. So I hope you are clear till here. Yes, yes. And now with the last part of this animal husbandry topic, and that is nursery. Nursery means here we are not talking about our school nursery where students come to school and start learning ABC or start saying 1, 2, 3, right? Just like that first step of your school life where you enter into a nursery, this nursery is related with plants, saplings, seeds and saplings, where you can get varieties of plants and trees or flowers and fruits. As you can see in the picture which is at the bottom, a huge nursery where varieties of flower plants are there, saplings of different colorful and natural plants are there, orchard, that is fruit plants are there, right? So what is a nursery? Now this occupation or this activity or this again you can call this as an independent occupation. It has started in this past few years. Today in Vasai also, if you visit around, you will see at various places this nurseries have been opened, small nurseries. You will see the people, they also move around with the flower plants. Okay, so in the last few years, the area under floriculture means growing of variety of various kinds of flowers, cultivation of medicinal and aromatic plants, medicinal like tulsi, that is basil, what you call, then turmeric, ginger and other plants which are there, neem and all, aloe vera, right? Aromatic plants means those plants which are used in preparing perfumes and sprays, right? Mint and all. So those plants. And horticulture means where fruits and vegetables plants are also being grown. So this nurseries have been increased in the past recent year. Why it has been increased? Because this type of cultivation of plants for floriculture or medicinal plants or horticulture, that is growing of fruits and vegetables, it requires a good standard amount of seedling, proper bulk, that is the seeds are being sown, and many a times in science also you must have studied about various method where crafting on the trees are being done, right? So cutting and the bulbs of the trees and the seeds are being used in producing other things. So this has now in this recent years have developed into an independent occupation. So nursery also is a allied part. Allied part means it is a part along with the agriculture, along with farmers or people involved in agriculture, they also carry out with this nursery plantation. So nursery also gives good returns. Good returns means there is good profit in selling of various types of seeds, various types of plants and various types of saplings. So this is all related with animal husbandry and poultry farming. I hope you have understood the first part of agriculture which we have covered today in our video 1, which includes part 1 and part 2. Part 2 has 2 parts. So my dear children, I would request you all to please read the textbook lesson 9, page number 52, 53 and 54. Read the lesson, read each and every part thoroughly and understand it more in detail. We are going to continue with this lesson again in our next week. So till then, bye-bye and take care. Thank you.